would like to say Glenn just does a really good job. He's a really good coach. His kids play hard. They do the things that he wants them to do, and they just keep competing. So I've liked that team since we've been in the league. And Glenn is one of the nicest coaches when you come into a league and you don't know anybody, and he really reached out to me and just was friendly and said a lot of things about my team last year, just telling me to keep grinding and keep working. So I just like how his team plays, so I'd be wrong if I didn't mention that. I'm so proud of my guys today. They just kept fighting. They just kept fighting. They had to show that they believed in each other over and over and over again, and it worked out for us. With my man Ed here, I never made it to 1,000 points as a player. In the locker room, we celebrated with him. I'm so proud of him, because when you get to 1,000, that's like the benchmark of people feeling like you made your mark. He made his mark way before that, but once you get to 1,000, everybody else sees it. And I'm so proud of him. And Jesse just controlled the whole game. Even when they made their runs, even when they got up, it was obvious they could not guard him. He made great decisions against against the zone. He still jumps the pass too much, and that's when he always turns it over, so he shouldn't do that anymore. But Jesse's been playing great and really had a good game tonight.
Hey, when you made the basket, and you were fouled, you made the jump at the basket, and then you were really sad. Tell me what was going through your mind and why you did that. Did you know you had 1,000? You just happy you made the basket, or what? You tell me.
I knew I had like one more basket to make before I got to 1,000, but
he been counting them the whole time. Don't let Ed fool you.
Yeah, like I remember getting text messages. You had 16 left. You had 22 left. So I was just like, God. Once they told me at halftime that I only had like 8 more points, I was like, all right, 4 layups, 4 layups, 4 layups. And to get it on an and one, that was just like, it was just like, I don't know, feel great inside. I feel like I really did leave my mark here by reaching 1,000.
Congratulations. That's tremendous. It seemed to me like you two guys especially, just, and as Coach said, they made a couple of runs, that you were just not going to let this team lose tonight. You want to talk about that a little bit? Jesse, talk about that a little bit.
I don't know. It's funny because we had a talk at the beginning of the season, and he was just like, it's going to be funny to see, like, you know, how you play when the season's coming to an end. Like when you're a senior, yeah, Coach Rice, when you're a senior, things just start to happen for you. So I guess it's that time where things are just happening for us.
And Ed, let me add a little bit to that. Ed has, you know, he got taken out of the starting lineup. He could have gone any way, and he would have been right if he was mad. A lot of kids get mad, and then they let it affect them so much they can't come back and play their best ball. That shows his maturity. That shows the type of kid that his family raised. He tried harder in practice, and the thing that I noticed was he really tried to lead more when he wasn't starting. Okay, so I'm proud of him because he got there, but the way he's doing it, and it's always great when seniors play their best basketball. Okay, I did do that, and it's just fun. It's just that it gives you the best feeling, and because you're a senior and you're not sure how many more games you're going to have in college, and it just it's great to see him playing his best ball as well as Jesse.
Just to go to the bat, it seemed like between you and Ed and everybody else too, but between you and Ed, you just weren't going to let this game get away tonight. You talk about the mentality. You guys knew it was an important game, obviously.
No, I mean, Ed and I are seniors, and the other players, they look up to us to control the game and just lead. And we only got 4 more games left, so we don't want to go out on a losing streak. So we're just trying to win every game possible.
What about down the stretch? They sent you to the line, and you know you have the game in your hands at that time. You made a whole bunch of foul shots there.
I always practice free throws. I always make 50 before each game, actually, during shoot around, before shoot around. So I just step up there confident, and it went in.
And when you made the basket, the crowd gave you a standing ovation. Did you notice that at all? Did you see that? I mean, were you aware of that?
He only saw his girlfriend Chevy. That was the only person he could see. You didn't see the glow around her. He just was looking at his girl. Everything else was white.
I didn't see my girlfriend Chevy, even though she was sitting in the left
You should
corner
have said
of
that.
the
They got
arena.
it on tape. They got it on tape.
But I don't know, like 'Cause I was just in a moment where it was just like I couldn't see anything except like, okay, I got to 1,000 in my head. So I didn't even see people get up, but I heard like the clapping and stuff. That was good.
How satisfying is this win? I mean, if you had got 1,000 lost, it wouldn't have been so great. How satisfying is it to get 1,000? And you won.
It's just awesome feeling right now.
Go ahead.
Coach, with Jesse just being automatic from the free throws at the end of the game, what's it like knowing you can count on him for those?
Well, I just kept saying, I kept looking at the clock, and I'm like, we're going to make our free throws, guys, and we're going to win the game. And then our press offense is set up to get Jesse the ball. Okay? He's too fast for any one guy to keep him from getting it. And how we do it, we don't go at angles. We just put you in a bad spot to keep him from getting it. It's like a defensive back backpedaling trying to guard him, then he cuts. You're not going to be able to stay in front of him. And I knew if we got the ball in his hands, Jesse's going to make them. You know, he's definitely going to make one of them. Okay? And so we kept trying to get it in his hands, and I just tried to tell him, don't charge anybody. They're going to push in the back. Don't travel. Just catch the ball, look down the floor, get around them, and do what you do. And he made all his free throws.